So this week we're staying at Wharfdale Caravan and Motorhome Club site. This is the 4th or 5th Caravan and Motorhome Club site we stayed at. I think maybe even more than that. I can't actually remember.
Maybe a few more.
But it's pretty lovely like most of the other ones. It's got nice clean showers, large showers, lots of showers and toilets. It doesn't have much facilities other than that really. It's got laundry, it's got washing up area, places where you can get rid of your grey water, get rid of your loos, that kind of thing.
But it's got everything we need.
It's got everything we need. It's got a children's play area in the middle.
Which is not what we need.
Which is not what we need, no. But actually it's quite quiet, isn't it really, as well, which is good. It's got 111 pitches, but they're not all occupied at the moment, which is nice. And there's quite a few dogs on site as well, which is always a good thing, because we like a dog or two.
Call it off, let it go.
So here we are in the Yorkshire Dales. We left the campsite about 4 miles ago and it's been pretty much uphill ever since. We are now at the top of the hill and we're about to go down towards Malham. And we just stopped here because this is just amazing. Everywhere, for miles around, you can't see anything that's man-made apart from these dry stone walls. And it is just incredible. The weather is lovely today as well, which really helps. But it is beautiful. It's warm, it's sunny, gorgeous. So we said about the fact that a lot of our cycling was on farm tracks and we're now 15 miles in and a lot of it is like this, which is a bit bumpy, but it's fantastic because there's no traffic, no other people, and it is beautiful scenery. Lots of cows, lots of sheep, lots of nothing else really, which is fantastic. So yesterday we showed you a bit of video when we were on our bike ride. We cycled 21 miles in all and there was quite a lot of ups and downs, I think it's fair to say, and most of it was off-road, which was fantastic. Yeah, it was a lovely, lovely day as well. We had a fantastic cycle ride. Today has been a slightly different picture because we woke up and it was raining and then we had some thunder and lightning. And yeah, it's been a little bit different today, but actually it looks a bit fairer now, I hope. But we're amazed because this is August and this campsite is half empty. Okay, it was fairly busy when we arrived on Saturday, but now there's hardly anybody here.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
It is really weird, considering it's school summer holidays. I might get busier later, but actually it's incredibly quiet at the moment.
And it's a great place to be.
It is, you know, and we were looking at the size of the pitches. The pitches are absolutely enormous. So you can get a van so you could basically get a caravan and an awning and a car on here is the idea. So we've got masses of room. I mean, Henry's kind of parked in the middle, which is great. Loads of room on each of the pitches with awnings. Yeah, fantastic place to be, very well situated. And there's a pub on the campsitey thing next door to us as well, which is walkable. It's only about a quarter of a mile away. Very nice indeed.
And today we're hoping to walk into Grassington.
Yep.
Or Grassington.
Grassington, as the locals say, indeed.
Which is Darrowby to people who are All Creatures Great and Small fans. So that'll be interesting to see. That's about 2.5 miles away. We were going to cycle, but we decided to walk in, so we will give that a go very shortly, actually.
See what that brings.
How many times have I fallen for you? Every promise you never deliver.
So welcome to Grassington, or Grassington if you're local. As Rog said earlier, this is the home of Darrowby in the All Creatures Great and Small series. It's about 1.5 miles from here to our campsite. And we're going to find out what's involved in the village and see if we can find any locations that they did for filming.
How many times are the words that you said had me mixing the sweet with...
So in our quest to find filming locations, we found this one, and this was GF Endleby's. This was the shop that was the grocer's shop in All Creatures Great and Small. So this was the Drover's Arms, much frequented by Tristan and Siegfried. So this, Walker's Bakers, was the Ironmongers in All Creatures Great and Small. And the Rustic Rabbit was the Laundry and Bakers, I think it was, or something like that. And then Robert Bunny, menswear, was exactly what it says on the tin. It was Robert Bunny Menswear. So this is Helen Midgley, which in All Creatures Great and Small was the booksellers. So this Love Brownies was actually the hosiery and draper's shop. So after a little bit of research, we've managed to find that this was actually Skeldale House. But actually what happened was they put on a fiberglass porch and pillars out the front here to actually make it into a slightly more grand looking house than it actually is. Yeah, so this is Skeldale House from the TV series.
But I know what you're saying, don't need no explaining. You're making me shake and shiver. You're shining your shoes, but hey, I got news. I ain't falling for all of that glitter this time. As ready as I can be this time. I'll be running free.
Today we're at Bolton Abbey, and this is the ruins of an old church and an old estate that dates from about 1100 and something. We cycled here from our campsite. It was about 12 miles. First 3.5 miles were on quite busy roads, but as soon as we turned off it was a real relief, because then we only saw there were roads, but we only saw 1 or 2 cars, and it was much, much nicer cycling. And it's another fantastic day in Yorkshire today.
Afraid to go out in the night just to fall on my deepest desire. How many times did I call it a day, leaving all of my hopes in the fire? I know what you're saying, don't need no explaining. You're making me shake and shiver. You're shining.
We're about halfway back to our campsite now, and we stopped here at the Craven Arms in Appletree Wick. And it is quite delightful. Lovely view over the valley, absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful day, as I said before, very hot. So we stopped for a drink on the way back. So we just cycled from our campsite, which was about just over 3 miles ago. It's mostly 3 miles uphill as well, but now it's on a bridleway, and this is stunning. We've seen a couple of walkers heading off in that direction, but nobody else apart from a Tesco delivery lorry right at the bottom of the road. But this is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I know we always say that, but it really is.
But hey, I got news. I ain't falling for all of that glitter this time. As ready as I can be this time. I'll be running free, 'cause my heart is rising. I'm taking it step by step. I'm running and running.
It's cake time. So those people who actually watch our videos on a regular basis will know that when we go to places, I always like to get a local cake. And we investigated, when we're in Yorkshire, what the cake was. And we found out it was a Fat Rascal. So we went to a number of different bakeries asking for a Fat Rascal, most of which we got a blank look from. We went to one in Grassington, and again we got a blank look, but we walked outside and a lady followed us, and she said very furtively, "Are you looking for a Fat Rascal?" So we said, "Yes we are." And she said, "Betty's is the only place you can actually get them. Apparently Betty's tea rooms invented the Fat Rascal, and they call it a Fat Rascal, and that's the only place you can get it." And we went to Betty's and got actually not just a Fat Rascal, no idea what's in there, but we'll have a look. But we also got a gooey rascal as well. Now a Fat Rascal apparently is a bit like a scone, and a gooey rascal is a bit like a Fat Rascal, but with chocolate in the middle. So no idea what these are going to taste like. I'm assuming that's the Fat Rascal, that's the gooey rascal. I will give each a go and find out. That's very nice. Could do with a bit of butter actually, so I might, for my next bit, have a bit of butter on it. Have a drink. So this one is the gooey rascal, apparently. and it should have chocolate in the middle. I don't know whether it's just these chocolate bits or there's actually chocolate in the middle. Again, I will find out. Perhaps shouldn't have taken quite such a big bite. Yeah, both went out. I prefer the chocolate one, but then again, I am a bit of a chocolate-holic. But with a bit of butter, that would be delicious. And just as it is, that's very nice. So, Fat Rascal, Gooey Rascal, highly recommend them.